Let's talk about constantly pushing yourself further. Sometimes people will push themselves out of their comfort zone, but usually most people, after a little while, will settle back into a new one. If you want to be someone that performs on an extraordinary level, it's important that you never settle. It's key that no matter how far you've already pushed yourself, you continue to do so because you know that in uncomfort there's massive growth. And even if you've gone through some major transformation and changed your life and made your life what you want it to be, it's so important that you're constantly growing and evolving. First of all, because there's massive happiness and fulfillment to it, but also because you can get better. And there's always room to improve, but the problem is most people get settled, they get comfortable, and they stop pushing themselves. What I want you to do is actually, once you start pushing yourself and you start feeling like you're getting comfortable, you start pushing yourself even further. So there's never a point in time where you should be totally comfortable in your life. And even though that might sound weird, it's actually extremely fulfilling and it brings you a lot of happiness. The reason being because you constantly evolve and get better and improve. So what you need to learn is actually getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's really the key here. Constantly pushing, constantly creating new boundaries and always pushing yourself a little bit further and try to do it on a daily basis. If you're in the gym and you're training, give a little bit more today, give a little bit more again tomorrow, and each day you try to push yourself further. And that doesn't mean that your performance will necessarily be better every single day, because you will have a few downs and you will have probably a lot of ups if you do this, but the main point is really that you're pushing your comfort zone. Step out of the comfort zone, because all it'll do is make you feel extremely comfortable. It'll make you feel like everything is okay, everything is alright, I don't really need to go anywhere or do anything, and my growth isn't really that important. And this is actually one of the biggest mistakes that human beings make, and if you can step away from that, you can constantly evolve, grow, and get better. And imagine the difference if you compound it over time. If you take someone that's growing every year for 20 years and they're pushing themselves as much as they can every single day, and compare that to somebody that only pushes themselves every 5 years or so. So what I'm telling you is, don't get comfortable at any given time. Don't get too comfortable. Always have an area in your life where you're pushing yourself, where you're growing, where you are improving constantly. This goes for across the board, every area of your life, your relationships, your finance, your physique, your fitness, whatever it might be. You always have to push yourself in these areas to really move towards where you ultimately want to be, as well as to keep on improving and get to the ultimate level that you want to be on. Stop settling, stop being okay with mediocrity, because it's not where you ultimately want to be, and you know that, but you have to start pushing your comfort zone on a daily basis to really start seeing some major results.